Hi, I'm Georganna Lenssen. This is my show at Rosenfeld of my new work. Studied at Pensylvania Academy of Fine Arts. I got gems of information from lots of teachers. Stan Mers, Bruce Samuelson, Jan Baltzell, Steve Nicello were some of the biggest inspirations for me, helped me grow the most.
Georganna Lenssen's paintings have a wide range of content, but in all of them, there's a painterly richness of technique. Areas of transparency and impasto, both thick and thin brushstrokes, combine to create a symphony of expression.
It really is about the paint. I like using transparencies because I like the depth versus opaque colors, and I like the way you can go into a painting and come back out. I like evocative paintings.
Georganna told me that she has used recognizable subject matter because it gives her an armature for her mark making.
I paint different subjects, but I'm particularly attracted to painting desserts because I think they're very sensual. Desserts lend themselves to oil paint because of surface quality.
So you set up the dessert, paint it all day, and then you eat it?
No, I usually spray varnish on it before I start painting it so I'm not tempted to eat it.
You don't ever eat dessert?
I eat dessert all the time, that's the problem.
How about paint? Do you ever accidentally ingest paint?
I've done it with medium, yes. I thought it was a glass of wine. I've taken a big swig, but I'm still here. I paint flowers and a lot of different things just to see what will happen with the paint.
You also will often see birds, dogs, cats, and other animals in Georganna's art. She has a deep chord of empathy for them.
Rollo May, in his book Courage to Create, talked about perceptual courage and having the ability to identify with other beings' sufferings. I was a cat in a previous life, and last night, for example, I was up till 4:30 trapping a cat with a broken leg, and that's what I do. Now he's in my garage.
The night before your opening, you don't look tired though.
No, I'm used to this. I'm up late all the time. Yeah. When I was in art school, I was struggling to find something that I could grasp onto, and I found African wild dogs. For me, it was their patterning and their feral quality. And I worked at the Philadelphia Zoo on the behavior committee for the wild dogs. I learned everything I could about them, so it would help me in my art.
I thought this was a landscape, and I saw the title Spotted Dog, and I'm kind of looking for him.
That used to be a painting of a spotted dog, and that wasn't working so well. He was on a field, so I turned it around into something else. I'm in my Once There Was series, so I have Once There Was a Farm Horse, Once There Was a Flamingo. This is Once There Was a Swimmer, but the night before I delivered it, I got rid of the swimmer, and it became a different painting.
So your paintings evolve until the day they're hanging on the wall?
Absolutely, absolutely. Sometimes when I start with an idea of a subject, it becomes too articulated, and then it becomes boring, so I have to use that as a jumping board and destroy it and start with something completely different. William de Kooning said that when he's stuck in a spot, he destroys things. He creates disorganization so he can recreate organization, and that's what I try to do.
Georganna told me that under each painting is often several previous paintings that she has covered over. I asked her about one particularly gripping image.
There were about 8 crows on a fence. It felt static and uninteresting, so I tried to search for a different atmosphere or environment for them that would be a little more striking. And I love old signs because of the surface quality and the wear and the aging and the history and the story behind that aging, so it's an evocative sort of thing for me. And I love blue.
This show is not completely figurative. Georganna is also exploring abstraction.
Gesture, essence, and mark making are really important to me. Before, I felt I needed a vehicle to grab onto while I was experimenting with marks. Now I feel like it's holding me back, and I just want to explore paint for paint's sake and not be tied to a subject.
There is one part of her work which will remain representational, paintings of people, often members of subcultures. She has painted prisoners, and in this show is a portrait of a biker.
With the portraits, I'll always remain figurative. A lot of times there's a feral quality to the people. Sometimes it's somebody I know very well, sometimes it's somebody I don't know, but I get something from them. There's some sort of connection or electricity there, and I try to zoom in on that.
The more I thought about the restless mutability of Georganna's way of painting, the more I wondered about its psychological effects on her. Does it get frustrating waking up and thinking, no, I gotta do this all over again?
No, not at all. It's just part of the process. It's a battle zone. I accept that. That's fine. Once in a while, God smiles upon me and it happens easily, but that's not usually the case. Usually it's a lot of layering and a lot of work because I don't know how it's going to end up.